Hey guys, it's Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to definitely subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys tips on how you can achieve healthy hair in 2021 and how I personally give my hair the healthiest year that it could ever have. So I just jotted down all of the things that I will personally be doing in 2021 for the health of my hair, to maintain the health of my hair, and to make sure my hair can reach its healthiest state. Right now, I think my hair is at my healthiest state, but right now I'm dealing with some scalp issues, you know, with the weather change and everything. So my hair is not at its healthiest, but it's really healthy. It's not damaged or anything. So I just wrote down some things that I'm going to be doing, and I think that these are amazing tips that you can follow. If you're looking for any tips, just anything that can give you something where you're like, okay, I'm going to implement this into my routine for your hair routine or any part of your hair regimen, then make sure to keep watching because we all are going to have healthy hair in 2021. So the utmost important thing that needs to be first for everyone is to establish a healthy routine. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm basically stating the obvious, is that you need to have some sort of system that you're doing with your hair, because if you want to try to achieve the maximum health of your hair, you need to stay consistent. You can't have a jumbled up messy routine. The best thing that I compare it to is going to work or something. Let's say you're going to work every single day. That's a consistent healthy routine, and at work you're doing different things every single day. You're not doing the same thing every day because there's always something new to do or something else that you have to prioritize. That's what it's like in your hair routine. You're not going to wash your hair every single day and deep condition every single day and detangle every single day, but you're still going to do something in your routine or make sure that you already have something done in your routine that is going to maximize the health of your hair. When you're going to work, you're not doing the same thing every day, but you're doing something to, just get the job done. You can't have your curly hair and not expect to put some time into it. I know time is a very limited thing, and not a lot of people have the most time for your hair, but you have to designate some time out of your day. It doesn't have to be every single day, but a couple days out of the week for sure you will be dealing with your hair. So establishing a healthy hair routine and staying consistent is really the most important thing, because if you're not staying consistent and your routine is not healthy, you can't create anything off of a healthy routine, because it just won't work. If you're not staying consistent, then what are you doing? It's literally pointless if you're not going to carry it throughout your hair routine. If you're just doing it whenever, wherever, you're really not keeping up with it. It's okay, you're doing one good thing, but all these bad things piling up. That's really not going to outweigh the bad. The good will not outweigh the bad with your hair. The second biggest thing that I was going to mention first, but literally everyone says this on their first thing because it's so important. Stop using heat on your hair. If your hair is damaged, and that's probably why you're watching this video, why are you using heat? Why? Give me one good reason. One good reason to risk the damage of your hair that you're working so hard towards and putting the money towards. Do not use heat on your hair. If you want to, go ahead, but you're gonna damage your hair. There's some people where they don't get damaged, but it's check out your next wash day. It's just make sure you're doing what you're doing. And if you can wait, just wait till your hair is healthy, because when your hair is healthy, you won't be taking it down so many notches, and I think it'll be better if you just wait and when you are more knowledgeable about natural hair. Another thing that I'm personally implementing into my routine, and I want to keep it in my routine for 2021, and that I think will help you guys so much, is to pre-poo every other wash day, or once a month, or once every 3 months or something, or just when it's needed. So right now, especially in this time period with the winter, where you're going from fall, winter, and it's kind of winter into spring, but the cold and the spring weather is switching back and forth, and it's really not consistent. That will definitely affect someone's scalp. It definitely affects mine. It's what I'm dealing with right now, which is why I'm going to carry this into 2021 with me, and it is to pre-poo. Pre-pooing is so beneficial. There's so many different types of pre-poos that you can do. Me personally, my favorite way is to literally just take an oil, take a good amount of it, put it into a container, microwave it or heat it up on the stove, doing the double boiler method, and then I will take the oil and I'll put it all over my scalp, all over my hair, just literally everywhere, but mainly on my scalp. Massage it in, leave it on for 45 minutes to an hour, and then my scalp just feels so much better, just feels rejuvenated kind of. Or another great pre-poo way that involves no heat is just taking an oil. This is one I always use from Essentials. Love it so much. I apply a very, very generous amount since I'm not using the heat. I just apply a little more oil just with the dropper onto my scalp. It could be any oil. I honestly honestly use like grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, Jamaican black castor oil, almond oil, just all of the oils that you can get. And I'll just put it on my scalp, and I'll put a generous amount since I won't be heating it up, and I'll apply it over the lengths, detangle, all that stuff, and let it sit for an hour. You can do conditioning as a pre-poo. You can apply a deep conditioner. You can just detangle with water and an oil as a pre-poo, just on the lengths of your hair. Just pre-pooing literally is just going to prep your hair before you shampoo, prepare it to be manipulated, prepare it to be submerged in water. It's just that extra step where like you dip your toes in the water to feel the temperature. You're dipping your hair into the part where, okay, I'm gonna wash, condition, tangle, deep condition, and style you in this day, and it's gonna be a lot of manipulation. So this is just like getting you prepared, and it's gonna make the process easier, especially while you're pre-pooing. You also detangle your hair with the pre-poo, then that just takes an extra step out of detangling. When you shampoo and condition, it's already done, and it's like, wow, you cut that step out before you actually like got in the shower and everything, and it can be a lot more faster. And sometimes your hair is just at a dry, brittle state that's in great need of moisture where you can't even go and shampoo, because you know that will be worse than waiting, stopping, realizing that your hair is in a pretty bad state right now. Like, it's been 4 weeks since like you last shampooed, like imagine, and you haven't detangled or done nothing that whole time, haven't touched your hair. You're like, let me condition my hair, add moisture, and detangle before I go and shampoo, because that would be a mess. So I'll be personally pre-pooing to help with my scalp, especially because right now my scalp is going through it, unfortunately. It's not the best thing to say, but just goes to show you I do this when it's needed. Another thing that I'll be doing is really just taking my time with my hair, and I'll be thinking more about what I should be doing on all of my wash days. So with me, most of the time, I hate to admit this, it's really not the best thing. When I'm washing my hair, I'm just like, oh, just want to shampoo, get done over with, whatever, deep condition, detangle, all that stuff. And then I would just like go about my day, style, and then I wonder why my hair did not turn out as well as it could have been. And the main reason is because I did not take my time. I did not actually like go through my routine thoroughly and think like, okay, I'm shampooing to cleanse my hair, to get rid of product buildup, to make sure my scalp is clean, make sure all the product is off of my hair, shampoo another time if needed, or shampoo again if needed, because I did not clarify. Did I get all the suds out of my hair? Did I make sure my hair is thoroughly cleansed? Like, if you're not thinking about those things when you're doing it and you're just like running through it, there's really no purpose there. Like, you're just doing something just to do it, but are you doing it to do it effectively? That's the main thing about my wash days, is that I'm going to take in 2021 is to make sure I'm executing my wash day efficiently, because everything starts with how you shampoo and condition and detangle your hair. If your hair is not clean, detangled, and conditioned, what are you gonna do with it other than do that right then and there? Like, there's literally nothing you can do if your hair is not shampooed, conditioned, and detangled. So I will just be taking my time to make sure I properly execute it. And adding on to my wash day is to make sure I'm using the right products with my wash day. So you guys know I have quite a large amount of products in my product collection, and I could just use whatever, or just if you're looking at the store to go to buy products, make sure you're getting products that you need, or make sure you're using products in that specific wash day that you need at that time to cater to your hair needs. Because let's say my hair is very dry and I need all the moisture I can get. I'm not going to use a shampoo that is protein based, or use a protein deep conditioner or a conditioner to detangle my hair, to deep condition. I'm not going to do that, because it's kind of not giving my hair what it needs. I am going to be using a shampoo that is moisturizing, and then I'm going to be using a conditioner that's moisturizing, but at the same time I'm going to make sure there's some amount of protein in those products to kind of balance it out. Also, I will be doing a video on moisture and protein balance, and moisture overload and protein overload, how to look for it and all that stuff. So if you're looking for one of those videos, then make sure to subscribe, because it will be coming very soon. Another thing to do to maintain healthy hair leading into this new year is to make sure you're detangling properly. There are so many different ways to detangle: brushes, combs, fingers, a million types of brushes, a million types of combs that you can literally use to detangle your hair. And you also have your hands, of course. Whatever detangling method you do, make sure you're using a product that has slip. Make sure you're using a product that works for you. Just because your favorite YouTuber or someone told you this product is the best for conditioning and you should only use this for conditioning, doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. Use a product that works for you, that has slip with your hair, and make sure you're being gentle about it. Please do not take a brush, run it through your hair from the top, just ripping it through like that. Literally, that would just make me cringe so much. Just make sure however you're doing it, be gentle. That's the most important thing. If you have a huge knot, don't start from the top. Detangle from your ends, hold your hair and detangle so you're not pulling at your scalp, and that will help so much. And then just tangle gently, take your time. It's not going to be a speedy fast thing, especially if your hair is really detangled. Just take your time. Deep condition your hair once a week or every single time you wash your hair. Every single time you shampoo, I feel like you should use a deep conditioner at least once a week. If you shampoo twice a week, just use it once a week. But I'm telling you, the difference that you will see in your hair is going to be amazing. Whether it's a moisturizing deep conditioner or a protein based deep conditioner, make sure you're doing it. And if some people are like, oh, I don't have time to do it, it is 20 minutes out of your day, and they even make 3 to 5 minute deep conditioners. Whether it's moisturizing or protein based, make sure you're getting your deep conditioning in once a week. I also said whenever you wash your hair, because if you only wash your hair once every 2 weeks or once a month, I wouldn't tell you to deep condition your hair if you're not actually shampooing and doing your full wash day and everything. I kind of touched on this point in like the last point I just talked about, and it is going to be incorporating protein into my routine and incorporating protein into your routine. The protein is kind of like I didn't know how to use protein in my hair, or why do I need to use protein? I will have videos. Make sure to subscribe down below if you want a full detailed video coming very soon. And protein is strengthening your hair. So our hair needs protein. Without protein, our hair is going to be limp because it's just going to get moisture overload, because that is excessive amount of moisture. Protein is strengthening. It helps with curl definition, elasticity, and it just makes up our hair. And protein is one of the big things that just make up our hair. So it's very important to have. I have this favorite deep conditioner ever. It is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Deep Conditioner. Love this stuff so much. And every once in a while, as needed, I just like to incorporate a protein deep conditioner into my routine. You can do it however you may wish or however your hair needs. But if you're noticing that your hair is limp and lifeless, or let's say your roots are really flat, so like right now you can see my roots are good. They are not dwelled down because of product. It's just my roots look how they naturally look. Nothing bad at all. It's visible that my hair is not lacking protein, and that's a good sign. You need to just figure out when you need to incorporate protein, when your hair needs that kind of wake-up call, when it's needed, and once you figure that out, make sure you stay consistent in using it. This next one is my biggest one, and it is low manipulation. Low manipulation is so important with natural hair, and honestly everything you do and all types of hair, just literally anything. Low manipulation is the way to go. If you're just constantly doing something to your hair when it is not needed at all, you are going to just damage your hair. You can over manipulate your hair and your hair will become tired. Some great low manipulation styles are wash and goes, braid outs, twist outs, twade outs. There's just so many things that you can do, or you can even put it in a bun. It's kind of high manipulation, but once you leave it alone, it's like okay. And there are so many low manipulation hairstyles. I will be doing a video of my favorite low manipulation hairstyles, so make sure to subscribe. Again, I have so many videos coming that are perfect for keeping the health of your hair and just leaving it alone. Another thing that goes into manipulation and the moisture and protein overload is do not wash your hair every single day. I know people work out, they go to the gym, or they're just sweating a lot. Try and wait it out, and you can invest in a dry shampoo or using oils, soothing oils like tea tree oil and peppermint oil, and just apply it onto your scalp, and that could definitely help. But you really don't want to wet your hair every single day and submerge it in water, because that will lead to hydro fatigue, and you don't want that. So make sure you're trying to balance it out as much as you can. Of course, with some people's hair, they do wet it every single day and their hair is fine, but I would not recommend to wet your hair and submerge it in water every single day. This next thing, I always tell myself that I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna stay consistent, and then I forget, and I'm like, ooh, I was supposed to do that 3 months ago and never did it. And that is clarifying my hair. I'm trying to clarify my hair every 3 weeks or once a month, so 3 to 5 weeks I want to clarify my hair. Clarifying is when you're literally stripping all of the product, oils, buildup, just literally everything off of your hair and your scalp, and you're completely starting fresh. And I'm telling you, that first style that you're doing after the clarifying treatment you did, that wash and go, braid out, whatever, is going to be the best probably ever, because your hair is going to be stripped clean completely, and moisturizing it and then styling and doing whatever, it's just going to look amazing. And it's so important to stay consistent with it, because you don't want to have product buildup, especially when you're using products with silicones. This is why clarifying is so important. A lot of brands are becoming silicone free, but there are those like amazing brands that we all love, but they are not silicone free. And some of them do contain water soluble silicones, while others do not contain water soluble silicones. It's water soluble, so it will break down in water. But some curly hair products have silicone in their ingredients list, and they do not break down in water. And the reason why it's really not the best is because when you're in the shower and you're shampooing your hair and you're shampooing that product out of your hair, it's not going to fully get out. Like everything will get out except the silicone, because the silicone will create a layer that's going over your hair, and then all the stuff won't really get in. But But that's why it's so important to clarify your hair. You can do a clarifying treatment or just get a clarifying shampoo. Either or, whichever one you feel like picking can work. They're both effective. And clarifying will just be that extra step to really make sure there is no product to get all of the product off, and it is just so important. Make sure you do it, especially if you use silicones. I highly recommend it, and you can even do it more often if you feel like it's necessary. The second last thing that I will be doing to make sure that I can have my hair at the healthiest that it can be is to do scalp massages. And you can do a scalp massage with an oil or without, whichever you want to do. I personally like to do with and without. It depends on how my hair feels. Literally just take your hands, your finger pads, not your nails, your tips or pads, whatever you want to call it, and just go like this. If you guys did a scalp massage with me, tell me that scalp massage did not feel nice on your scalp. They feel amazing. One, they produce blood flow to your scalp. It creates a circular motion which helps to bring everything to your scalp. It can also help with hair growth, and it just feels nice, and it's good for your scalp, and it's very beneficial. The last and final thing that I will be implementing into my healthy hair routine for this following year, and to probably keep it going forever, is to be protecting my hair at night. This really is almost overlooked with a lot of people, and how you sleep with your hair at night is crucial to the health of your hair, because breakage and frizz and loss of moisture can happen overnight with your hair, depending on what products you use, how you're sleeping. I have a whole video, it'll be up here and down below, on how I sleep with my hair and different methods that you can do. Make sure to have a silk or satin scrunchie, silk or satin bonnet, scarf, pillowcase. Just get one of those and figure out how you sleep with your hair, because you don't want to have breakage happening overnight. You don't want to have your hair drying out because of the products that you're using. You don't want to have friction from your pillowcase if you're using a cotton pillowcase and you're just not protecting your hair at night. That's going to create friction. Friction will lead to frizz, and when you have two things rubbing together, especially with hair, it may cause breakage, and it's just not what you want with your hair at all. So make sure to figure out how you would like to protect your hair at night. This is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I told you guys all of my healthy hair tips, what I'll be doing to make sure my hair is at its healthiest the entire year, and I hope some of these tips will work for you, because I want all of us to have the healthiest hair we can have. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what are one of the things that you are going to be implementing in your hair routine for this new year. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow my Instagram if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!